Coming to you live from the MediaPlex in downtown Windsor, this is a presentation of St. Clair College Journalism.
Good evening, I'm Sonia Jacob and you're watching MediaPlex News Now. The doors were opened this past Saturday at all campuses of St. Clair College. Lindy Colleen Morgan was at the downtown campuses to bring us the story.
If you wondered what we do here at the MediaPlex, then Open House was your chance. The St. Clair College Open House took place this past Saturday. Prospective students were able to come and visit the 3 St. Clair College campuses located in Windsor. Representatives from the 100-plus programs at St. Clair College manned booths with information such as enrollment dates, tuition, and materials needed for the course. St. Clair's MediaPlex campus held this event within their building located in downtown Windsor. Shelley Divnick-Haggard, a teacher of the Public Relations and Journalism program, says open houses provide future students with an idea of what they can expect from their program.
There's only so much that you can gather from websites or from a course catalog. To be able to meet the people, current students, current professors, see the facilities and the equipment, really gives you a much better idea of how you're going to fit into these programs and whether or not they're for you.
Second-year students of the Journalism and Public Relations programs were also in attendance of the open house. Ashley Gray, a second-year journalism student, said the open house she attended before enrolling helped her to make her final decision.
When I was considering taking the program, I had the option of going into third year, which was just media convergence. So open house kind of gave me more of an idea of what I thought I already had, but I didn't have, and what I needed to learn more.
St. Clair College's next open house will be Saturday, March 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. For students who would like to book tours to see the facilities and campuses, information can be found at stclaircollege.ca. For MediaPlex News, I'm Lindy Colleen Morgan.
What do cold weather, swimsuits, and food have in common? Reporter Michelle Laramie hit the beach in Bell River on the weekend to tell us why.
Many people braved the frigid waters of Lake St. Clair this past weekend. The annual Bell River Polar Splash saw about 35 courageous dippers taking to the lake for a good cause. Money raised from the event goes to the Community Support Center and Community Pantry Food Bank. Organizers were pleased with the turnout.
We had about 35 jumpers out there today, so it was a really good turnout.
The event is an effort to raise funds and awareness for community needs.
So the Polar Splash seems to make a good statement. So certainly people think that the whole group is crazy jumping in the lake this time of year, water at 30 to 40 degrees. So it really does raise awareness well, and the community comes out and gets involved.
The freezing fundraiser beat out last year's total, raising over $13,000. For MediaPlex News, I'm Michelle Laramie.
It's time to head out to the streets when Nantanaa Mutharasu is standing by with a look at the weather. Nantanaa?
Does this cooler weather mean fall is over and winter is here? Right now it's sitting at +1 and overnight expect it to be partly cloudy and -2. I'll be back a little later in the show to tell you about what to expect for the rest of the week. Back to you, Sonia.
The MediaPlex Alyssa Horrobin is standing by with Mikaela Morin to talk about Windsor soup. Alyssa?
Thanks, Sonia. Well, Mikaela, can you tell me a little bit about this event called Windsor Soup?
Sure. So Windsor Soup is a micro-granting dinner where creative individuals present projects which are to help fund local non-for-profit organizations.
So what are these non-for-profit organizations up this year?
So the 3 non-for-profits that the groups are going to be advocating for are 10 Friends Diner, the LaSalle Hangout for Youth, and We Love Windsor Furniture Bank. And it's actually really exciting because the groups presenting are all from right here at the MediaPlex.
Also, is that where you come in? What is your involvement in this program?
Yes, at the MediaPlex we take a course called Fundraising and Donor Relations, and as a project the class is divided into 3 groups, and we all paired up with our non-for-profits, and we've been working with them to try and create a sustainable funding initiative. So it goes beyond just raising funds at a bake sale, but we come up with sustainable ideas, which we then present at Soup for a chance to win the funding for our organizations.
So which is your charity?
My charity is the We Love Windsor Furniture Bank. So they help collect gently used furniture that they help distribute to struggling families around Windsor or newcomers to Windsor who really need our help.
So where does the soup come in?
So the Windsor Soup actually takes place at the Walkerville Brewery, which is a gorgeous setting for it. They generously let us use their venue for free. And the soup comes in because when attendees buy a ticket, they get to vote on which project they think is going to be the most important and sustainable. And they also get soup, which is generously donated by the Beans Ladle. And it's wonderful.
Do you know what kind of soup's on the menu this year?
I don't know what kind of soup's on the menu. It's going to be a surprise, but it's always good.
And so you mentioned if they buy a ticket, how much are tickets and where can you get them at?
Tickets are $5 at the door, or you can get them online. Visit Windsor Soup on Facebook. They have an event page. But $5, and that will honestly go to make such an impact towards these organizations.
Why do you feel it's important to do charity work?
Honestly, all these different charities are all combating different social issues around Windsor, and each one is important in its own way that we need to help, not just fight it. Like we're fighting the 10 Friends Diner. They employ and help support individuals who are impacted by mental illness. So by working there, they get regenerated into the workforce. And then We Love Windsor Furniture Bank provides furniture to families in need. So something like a couch or a bed that we take for granted can be such a luxury for some families. And then the LaSalle Hangout for Youth provides a safe place for children in LaSalle who need a place to go after school. They help them with schoolwork, give them healthy snacks, and just a place to socialize with supervision.
Well, that sounds like a great event. Come out to Windsor Soup at Microbrewery at 7 p.m. on Sunday, November 27th. Back to you, Sonia.
Do you decorate for Christmas? Retail stores around Windsor have been stocked up and ready to go since Halloween. Lindy Colleen Morgan reports.
Halloween is over and November 1st has passed, and retail stores have set their sights on Christmas. Big box stores are prepping for the season by putting out the Christmas goodies they've had for months. An employee of Walmart said that the company gets their Christmas stock Labor Day weekend and is put out in small amounts along with the Halloween decorations. As soon as Halloween is done, Christmas takes over. But big box stores aren't the only ones getting ready for Christmas. Smaller retail stores and custom boutique stores are also getting ready for all the festivities. 10,000 Villages is one of these stores. Gail Rock is the general manager at the Windsor store and says that the company wants each store to start early for the living gift season.
Certain projects they have every year, like get a chicken or a goat or money for a well or money for children's education or food programs. They start those donations on November 1st, so we like to have the store decorated.
Another store ready for the holiday season is Bob Rayum Sports, a sports apparel and merchandise store. Owner of the store, Bob Rayum, said there are popular items that people are looking for this year.
A lot of it depends. I mean, if the Lions keep playing well, there'll be a heavy influx of Lions stuff. No question about it. Red Wings, Toronto, Montreal will always be strong.
So for those still looking for those last-minute gifts, don't forget to check out your local specialized boutique and retail stores. For MediaPlex News, I'm Lindy Colleen Morgan.
Photographer and MediaPlex graduate Anthony Sheardown came by the studio to talk about his small business in this edition of 3 Minutes With.
Hi, I'm Mariah Atherley, and this is 3 Minutes with Anthony Sheardown, owner of Anthony Sheardown Photography. So, I'm aware you have your own photography business, and you were a student here at the MediaPlex. Has the MediaPlex helped you along your journey for your business?
The MediaPlex was great because here you learn all kinds of different mediums. I learned a lot of video stuff, and we did have a beginner photography class first semester. That was nice to learn different little skills. I used to stay after with Tyler and talk to him about, I don't know, I guess more in-depth things. And I also learned how to write, which sometimes I do have to write, so that's nice to know how to do that.
How long have you been into photography?
It'll be 3 years in like a month since I got my first camera. So almost 3 years.
What would you say has inspired you?
Has inspired me? I think music inspires me the most. Like if I'm about to go do a photo shoot or I'm editing photos of something that I shot, especially like my art photos, whatever music I'm listening to, I'll kind of edit to that music. So music's probably number one.
And do you have anything specific you like shooting?
Me personally, I like street photography, music, and lifestyle portraits. I just took a trip to Toronto and shot street all week, and I shoot a lot of bands. I shot Green Day this year, Marilyn Manson, Sum 41, big bands like that. Like, those bands are always a lot of fun.
Nice. So would you say like your photography lets you travel a lot when you go shoot these things?
Yeah, like shooting those bands, like I have to do that myself. I have to ask for passes and get approved, so I do get to travel for that. But I also try to take trips. I'm going to Nicaragua in a couple weeks, and I'm going to be there for like 10 days just shooting, so yeah, it does.
Wow. Oh, okay. So what do you enjoy most about photography?
I love the final product, like when it's done, and getting to like put it up on a wall somewhere. I have an art show once a year, but I always have my stuff up at different markets and bars and restaurants, and like when it's on the wall and you can see it in there, it's like always really cool to see how it finished, because it always stresses me out so much when I'm editing, and I always don't like it. But when it's up on the wall, then I like it.
Nice. And you just mentioned that you learn how to write. What are you writing? Like cut lines for your photos, or?
When I shoot bands, you have to shoot for a publication, so I usually shoot for the Windsor Independent mostly. He just lets me use their name to get a pass, but when you post them online, you have to write a little preview of the show. So you have to write about the openers and then how the show was and the fans, just something small. And being able to do that without asking for help or anything like that is always really nice.
Nice. And what advice would you give someone who is starting to own their own business?
Their own business in general. Be very, very organized. Keep track of everything, especially like your money and your books. Have like 3 calendars. I have like 3 calendars. And you just need to be like 100% focused. Like I work 12 hours a day. It doesn't feel like work because it's fun, but you definitely have to like put it before doing other things sometimes.
Great. Well, thanks for joining me. That's all the time we have for today. This has been 3 Minutes with Anthony Sherdown.
What's up, Windsor? It's time to check out our weekly community calendar with Mikaela Morin. Mikaela?
The Windsor Poetry Slam is going down tonight at Fog Lounge. Doors will open at 7:30. Show will start at 8. Come out for a night filled with passionate, original masterpieces, or get up and perform yourself for a chance to win cash prizes. On Thursday, November 24th at 7 p.m., Higher Limits presents their 3rd round of Windsor Pizza Fest. This competition recognizes the unparalleled pizza here in Windsor. The 4 pizzerias competing are Armando's, Primo's Pizza, MJ's Pizza and Wings, and Angelo's. Don't miss your chance to vote for Windsor's best pizza. The Public Relations Club has teamed up with the Hiatus House to host the first ever Hiatus House Party this Friday at 7 p.m. at Oasis Bar Patio. Tickets are $5 in advance and $10 at the door, with all proceeds going to the Hiatus House to help prevent violence against women. This has been What's Up, Windsor. Back to you, Sonia.
The MediaPlex offers a hands-on graduate program for students from journalism, communications, and public relations, as well as industry retraining. Check out this video to learn more.
Journalism enables people to be well informed. It's documenting history. It's an extraordinary way for people to be connected with their community.
What happens in the world affects us. What happens in our community affects us. What happens in the province affects us. And we get to be the eyes and ears and tell the stories.
Meeting new people, I'm learning about things that interest me.
Convergence means the merging together of print, radio, and television, and the web, and putting all different stories into 3 or 4 different platforms.
In 21st century newsrooms, journalists have to be able to do it all.
We ask every one of our reporters to tell stories in multiple ways.
There's a different style of writing for print than there is for radio, than there is for television. And it's really important that the information gets out that is true to those platforms.
We are one of the few, if not the only, program that is actually taking students to a live broadcast and giving them that opportunity and that experience.
I find that the students that come out of St. Clair College are already at or above where some of our broadcast employees have been.
I made the the greatest decision I could 2 years ago by choosing this program, because I have learned so much.
I would hands down recommend the program to someone considering it.
Based on literally hundreds of interns I've seen over the years, St. Clair students are better prepared.
I think it's that very comprehensive curriculum that we have that creates converged journalists that sets this journalism school apart.
Want to attend a house party this Friday for a good cause? Mikaela Morin has a special guest in the studio to talk about the details. Mikaela?
Today we have here Tori from the Public Relations Club. Thanks for joining us, Tori. So tell us about your event on Friday.
So on Friday at 7 o'clock, we will be having an event with hopes to raise lots of money for the Hiatus House. It will be a house party, but it will also be a showcase of talent. So we're really excited for that.
Okay, when you talk about a showcase of talent, what do you mean? What are the events of the night?
So we're starting out with just everybody coming in. There is a bar. There is also food. There will be snacks. We will be starting the showcase around 8 o'clock p.m. There will be jugglers. There will be singers. There will be numerous kinds of talent. We're really excited for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. So where is it and how much are tickets?
So it is located at 7515 Forest Glade Drive. Tickets are $5 now. If you get them at the door, they're $10. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what the Hiatus House does.
The Hiatus House takes in women who are victims of abuse. It is actually Domestic Abuse Awareness Month, so we thought this would be the perfect time to have that. Pretty much, they will take in any woman who has been victim of abuse, but they will also take in their children, so they are very full capacity right now. They are in need of us.
That's awesome. So the ticket sales, that money goes, does any other money go to help them?
So we will also be doing a raffle. I forgot to say that. We will have a raffle throughout the night. There will be tons and tons and tons of prizes, including BB Branded is donated, Enigma Room, Toasties, all these different organizations around Windsor. We're really thankful for them. That will be probably the biggest raiser of money. We're really excited.
And why is it so important to be helping out the Hiatus House?
Well, they will actually be building another community center in Leamington. They have actually just this month had to, for the first time, turn away women who are in need of help. So they are working to build a new center in Leamington. Our money will be a great start for that. We're really excited.
Wow, that's awesome. So why should people come out to this event?
I mean, dire need, dire times. This is our first event as PR Club. We're trying to make a big debut, have lots of people come out. That's why we kind of combined a showcase plus just a party. That's pretty much the gist of it. We're super excited.
That sounds awesome. So it sounds like there's going to be a super fun party and all the money is going to go to a great cause. So don't forget to go to the Oasis Bar this Friday at 7 p.m. to help the Hiatus House of Windsor. Back to you, Sonia.
Let's head back outside to have a look at our weather forecast for the next 3 days. Nantanaa?
Thanks, Sonia. Here is a fun weather fact according to sciencekids.co. I'll bet you didn't know that Antarctica is the driest continent on Earth. Now let's take a look at our not-so-dry 3-day forecast. On Wednesday, there will be some light rain with a high of 5 and a low of 4. Thursday, there will be a chance of showers with a high of 8 and a low of 4. And Friday, expect a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 6 and a low of 0. That's it from me from a corner of University and Victoria. Back to you, Sonia.
The chair of Codes for Kids came by the studio to talk with us for 3 minutes with Stephanie Zugafis about this local charity.
Hi, welcome to 3 Minutes With. I'm with Russ Anderson, the chair of Codes for Kids. Hi, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you, Stephanie.
That's good. Could you tell me about the organization of Codes for Kids?
Well, the organization of Coats for Kids started with the Red Cross 30 years ago, and the last 12 years has been with the Unemployed Help Center. I'm the chair of the program, and we use a lot of volunteers, probably at least over close to 400 volunteers to run the program. And the program is a recycling program where the community gives coats to the program. We use volunteers to sometimes wash them, the dry cleaners help, and then we use volunteers to give back to the people in need. So it's a total combination of help from the whole community. It's very, very nice.
And what is Coats for Kids trying to accomplish?
Well, trying to keep the low-income families, or the families that, you know, just don't have much. You see kids dead of winter and they're walking to school with just a sweater on, you know. So there's a lot of families in the community that need help, and this was one way to try to at least get a winter coat and maybe some hats, scarves, and mitts are the main thing. That's one thing we really need a lot more of.
How are coats distributed?
Well, there's 5 sites in the city and 4 in the county. So it's a county-wide program, and that will run starting this Saturday. And 8 sites give out from Saturday until the next Friday. And then the Unemployed Help Center, they give out coats probably right through into Christmas and sometimes into January and February if the need is there. And there's a few county sites that also give out during the year if they keep a small selection.
Do you have adult coats?
Yes, we do, because if the kids need them, so do the adults, usually the whole family. Just that years ago when we started the program, we felt that if we started saying adults, then we would get too many adult coats in and we wouldn't get enough children coats. So we've always been able to have enough adult coats in the program the way it runs right now, saying Coats for Kids.
What inspired the starting of this program?
It was Red Cross. They came to the Dry Cleaners Association, and I had a dry cleaning business back in the day. I'm retired now. And they said, you know, do you think the dry cleaners and Red Cross could put together a program similar to what was run up in Toronto and London? And those are the only other 2 places in Ontario. And so I was part of the association, and they said, you know, hey, Russ would probably be great for this. He's quite an organizer, and the rest is history. That was 31 years ago, and then the year after the program started.
How has the program developed over the 30 years?
Well, it's the first year we gave out 3,500 coats in one site in Windsor on Olette Avenue at the Red Cross. And since then, we've gotten up to roughly about 6,000 coats go out. We're hoping that the numbers might come down. That means that the city is in a little better shape. So it did come down about 102 from last year, I mean the year before to last year. So we're hoping that maybe it might drop another 100 or 2, because then that says that the community is kind of, everybody is starting to work a little more. You know, it's kind of a scary situation in Windsor, a lot of unemployment.
Thank you. That's all the time we have today. I really appreciate you coming in.
Well, thank you for having me.
With hydro bills rising and Christmas gifts to buy, this can be an expensive season. Lindy Colleen Morgan brings you a simple way to save some cash.
Money is something we all like to save, but this can sometimes be hard. One of the most costly weekly expenses is groceries. According to Stats Canada, Canadians spent on average $5,880 a year on groceries in 2014. But there are apps available to help you save and put money back into your pocket. So here are my top 3 money-saving apps. App number 1 is Flip. This app keeps customers up to date on sales happening at retailers across Canada and the United States. Users are able to register and search for products by deals, brands, coupons, and items. It is rated 4.4 out of 5 on the Google App Store. The next app is PC Points. This app has also been rated as a 4.4. The PC Plus program gives you offers on items you buy most. Each offer gives you points that is the equivalent to money. After earning 20,000 points or $20, you are able to use these points towards free groceries. Last but not least on the list is Zweet. This app allows you to shop for your favorite brands and earn cash back with your receipt. Here are the 3 steps to the Zweet and save. Number 1, browse and buy. Number 2, scan your receipt. And number 3, get money back. This app is rated 4.2 out of 5. These apps help customers get right down to the good deals. All these apps are available on the Google Play and iTunes Store. I am Lindy Colleen Morgan, and this has been your Money Saving Minute.
Would you like to know more about student life at St. Clair College? Have a look.
Here at St. Clair, we're more than just a college. We're about the full student experience.
When you begin your journey at St. Clair, there are a number of exciting orientation events to celebrate your new start. And there's fun events held on campus throughout the year, like our annual Pig Fest, Reaper's Realm,
the annual Polar Plunge, our Technicolor Dreams paint party, or our cutting-edge fashion show. And each semester, St. Clair organizes fun activities and events like Zoo to You or yoga to improve mental health and provide an outlet to unwind. It's about engaging with students, connecting with one another, and having a good time.
At Thames campus, students can enjoy recent renovations that have revamped the entire student experience. Highlights of these changes include expansion of the cafeteria, study areas, meeting rooms, and a new patio space.
At our main campus in Windsor, an amazing new student center is being constructed. It'll host some of these events and be a space where you can come together to study or just chill.
No matter which campus you're attending, our student residence is truly a home away from home. Residence is a space that promotes your personal and academic growth and an educational experience that goes beyond the classroom. It's a social adventure where you'll learn life skills and flourish as an individual. And whether you're living in residence or not, there are other ways to expand your involvement.
Join one of our many clubs, like our Concrete Canoe Club or the Firefighters Club. You can also become a class rep or get involved with student council. And of course, you'll need some food to fuel your studies. If you're on the go, there's Capri Pizza, Subway, Tim Hortons, and more. Or if you have more time, there's Griff's, a pub-style hangout, or Eatery 101, featuring fine dining cuisine at affordable prices. There's something to please everyone's palate.
In Chatham, St. Clair's Thames Arena holds open ice times throughout the year and hosts exciting broomball and ice hockey tournaments.
And when you want to relax and unwind, check out one of our many serene scenes on campus. Eat your lunch in one of our gazebos. Take a walk through one of our green spaces, like our lush tropical greenhouse, or sit by the pond and reflect. But in the wintertime, our pond freezes over and becomes an ice rink. Check it out for a leisurely skate, or gear up and participate in our annual hockey game.
St. Clair College also offers sports and athletic opportunities.
These enrich your life as a student.
Every full-time student gets a free gym membership at the state-of-the-art Sportsplex in Windsor or the Healthplex in Chatham.
Or sign up for a membership to enjoy a refreshing dip in our pool here at Windsor's main campus. And if you're looking to have fun, sign up for one of our many intramural sports.
And don't forget, we have a wide range of varsity sports teams.
And student athletes earn a $1,250 scholarship per semester for each sport they play. St. Clair College also hosts a number of national tournaments where you can cheer on your fellow students and enjoy a party like no other.
At St. Clair College, you're part of a culture,
a community, and that is really cool.
Go Saints, go!
Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Sonia Jacob, and you've been watching MediaPlex News Now.
MediaPlex News Now is a production of the St. Clair College Journalism Program.
I got a gut feeling with St. Clair that was great, and I definitely wasn't let down. It was just home. Like, I wasn't uncomfortable, I wasn't uneasy, it felt nice. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.